Hi, I'm Chen, and this is the story of how I learned that sometimes family can be your worst enemy, especially in business. For 10 years, I poured my heart and soul into our small family tech company, transforming it from a struggling repair shop into a $50 million enterprise. But success can breed jealousy, even from the people who should be celebrating you. I still remember when it all began. Our business had been nothing more than a tiny computer repair shop my dad started 20 years ago. My sister Emma was always the favorite, straight A's, elite business school, the golden child. I was the quiet one, helping dad at the shop while studying computer science at a local college. "Sarah, you're wasting your potential here," Emma used to say. But I saw something no one else did: potential. During my final year, I built our first piece of software, simple, affordable, and perfect for small businesses. Dad doubted it until it started selling. "Maybe you're onto something," he said. Those words meant everything. I worked 14-hour days and slowly transformed our small shop into a real software company. Meanwhile, Emma was living the glamorous corporate life in New York. But everything changed the moment we hit our first million in revenue. Suddenly, Emma returned home. "I think it's time I take my rightful place in the company," she announced. Dad welcomed her back with open arms. And just like that, Emma was appointed co-CEO, despite having zero experience in our industry. For the next 5 years, I built products, handled clients, and grew the company. Emma handled interviews, photo shoots, and awards, all while taking credit for innovations I created. The tension kept growing until Dad's 60th birthday. Emma rented out a massive hotel ballroom and filled it with investors and business leaders. I expected a heartfelt speech for Dad. Instead, she dropped a bomb. "As we celebrate Dad's 60th, she announced, "the board has agreed that Chen Technologies needs unified leadership. Effective immediately, I will be the sole CEO. Some people are better suited to technical roles." Then she looked directly at me and said, "Sarah, you're worthless in today's business world." The room went silent. Dad nodded proudly. Mom stared at her plate. I said nothing. I simply walked out. But Emma had forgotten something. Something big. That night, at 3 a.m., I sent an email to every major client and partner. And the next morning, when Emma strutted into the office ready to claim her throne, I was waiting. "What are you doing here?" she snapped. "Oh, nothing," I said. "Just finishing a few loose ends." Then I revealed the truth. I owned 51% of the company. Years ago, when Dad needed capital, he had signed papers transferring extra shares to me, without reading them carefully. Emma's smile vanished. And then came the second blow. The core software, the one that generates 80% of our revenue, Chen Technologies doesn't own it. I do. Through my separate company, Innovate Solutions. And the licensing agreement expired this morning. Dad collapsed into a chair. Emma turned pale. "That's not all," I continued. "Last night, I informed our clients of the leadership changes. Many of them signed with us because of me. And most of our developers actually work for Innovate Solutions, not Chen Technologies." One by one, phones began buzzing. Contracts were being terminated. Developers were resigning. Clients were leaving. Emma panicked. "You can't do this." "You called me worthless," I replied. "I just proved what worthless really looks like." I gave them two options. Option 1, I walk away with everything: software, clients, employees, and Chen Technologies becomes an empty shell. Option 2, they both resign. I take full control. They stay as silent partners with no power. Within an hour, both had resigned. The company was finally mine. But the victory felt bittersweet. Mom cried when she visited my office that evening. "Did it have to end this way?" she asked. "They gave me no choice," I said. "They would have taken everything from me." Over the next year, under my leadership alone, the company tripled in value. Dad eventually retired. Emma moved to Silicon Valley, hopefully wiser. We see each other on holidays, polite smiles hiding deep wounds. Sometimes I look at old family photos and feel a pang of sadness. But then I remember that night, the look of cold pride on Emma's face as she called me worthless. Respect is earned, not given. Today, in business circles, people whisper, "That's Sarah Chen, the one who..." They never finish the sentence. They don't need to. My success speaks for itself. Last week, I received an invitation to speak at Emma's business school. The topic? Hidden strengths, the power of underestimated leaders. I accepted with a smile, because sometimes the quiet one is the one you should have never underestimated. And sometimes the best revenge isn't destroying others. It's rising so high they can't help but see exactly who you really are.